What's going on, everybody? It's Barry Dating Coach Elliott Scott, and as you see by the title below, we are going to talk about 5 excuses, 5 things guys say when they don't want a relationship, okay? These are very overused. I hear this all the time. Not that I date guys, it's just from my clients here. They tell me, I know, I see the patterns. I'm a guy, I've used these before also. This is very, very accurate. I would say this is easily the top 5 things guys say, okay? So before getting into it, if you haven't, please subscribe. Just click the button that, is red and looks like this. And it says subscribe across it with the bell notification squad. I gotta get a bell, man. I really gotta get a bell. I don't know if that's me dangling a bell or I don't know, a rat by its tail, for my cats. But with that being said, if you want to work with me, yours truly, of course, links are in the description below. Let's jump into this, okay? The first thing he always says, now this is in order. If it was, it would be these 3 probably up top. But the first thing a guy would probably say, if he's out of a relationship, is that, hey, I'm newly single, I'm not ready to jump back into one, yada, yada, yada. You hear that shit all the time, which is why I tell women, don't get involved with the guy who just got out of a relationship out in the last 6 to 8 months. He's not going to want to jump back into another one. Trust me. There's no reason for a guy to want to jump back into a relationship once he just got out of one. He's experiencing freedom. Let him think the grass is greener on the other side. Let him experience it until he realizes, oh, you know what, it sucks not to be in a relationship. And then you come around, you swipe his ass up, okay? You swipe that guy's ass up. So guys use this one a lot, but I think they use it more in terms of a rebound, meaning he gives you the hope, everything's good, everything's great. Then it gets real serious real fast. Then he says, hon, hey, no, I know we have something going, whatever the hell he tells you. They bullshit your ass like no other. But he's for the most part, he's going to tell you that he's newly single. He's not ready to jump back into a relationship. He might even say things like, I'm still wrapped up with my ex, or I'm still her, or I feel like I'm, using you as a rebound. Whatever he says, right? That's going to be an excuse. The number 2 thing is, hey, hon, let's take it slow. Now, I personally don't think this is that bad, because he could be ghosting your ass. He could pull away. He could ignore you. He could say something else, right? He can say all those other things. But at least he's saying take it slow. And I don't think that's bad of a thing, because I've actually heard this from a lot of my clients lately with their guys. And in every situation, the guy wasn't an asshole. It's not like he was trying to pull away. He was just kind of warning her. And what usually happened was the girl heard this, but it didn't. It's hard to explain. You hear it, you register it, but you don't change your actions. Like, you're like, okay, let's take it slow. But you don't change your actions because you're so wrapped up in it, right? So a guy might say this. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It is a warning sign. If you don't follow it, he will pull away. And a lot of the times, like I said, with my clients, when they come to me and they tell me the story, and then I hear that part, and I'm like, okay, well, then they keep on telling me the story, and they don't go into detail or anything on that. I'm like she just blows right over it. I'm like, well, okay, well, there's the problem, hon. He says that, but you don't comprehend it. You register it, he says it, but you don't change your actions because of it. So this is usually a warning. Guys do say that a lot for whatever reason, right? It can be because number 5, he's emotionally unavailable. It could be because he's newly single and that he does want to take it slow. Sometimes it's meaningful, sometimes it's not. Whatever, okay? Number 3, I want to put number 3 and 4 together because I think they're kind of bullshit excuses. And I hate to say that because now I sound like an asshole if the guy does have family issues. But here's the thing with both of these. They're time warranted, right? They're time, I feel like with work, everyone, for example, with work, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Okay, I understand you're busy, dude, but again, how long is work going to last? Why are you so busy all of a sudden? Why weren't you, like I had a client the other day who was talking to a guy for 4 months, and then he started pulling this bullshit out of his ass 4 months down the road. It's like, dude, where was all this stuff the first month, second month, third month, fourth? I mean, like, why are you pulling this all out of your ass now when there's a problem? I'm not saying it's not true, but it's all context. Like, women will have sex with the guy, for example, hook up with the guy, or get too serious, or move too fast, whatever it is, and then he starts pulling this stuff out. Like, why isn't it pulled out sooner? Well, it's not pulled out when he's trying to meet you for the first time, right? Never. Now you can say, well, well, that's just because, no, seriously, Elliot, he means it, And this is 2 weeks down the road, and he's saying, okay, I'll give it to him. I'd agree with you on that if I didn't hear that over and over and over again with my clients. Like, why is it never busy the first week? Why is he never busy the second week? Why is he always busy when you feel him pulling away, right? Same with family issues. I have a thing with that too, because if there are family issues involved, let's just say hypothetically there are family issues involved, and there's a lot of stress, distress, there's a lot of just whatever it is, tension, sadness, heartbreak, for whatever reason is happening and whatever's going on in the family, right? Wouldn't you think if the guy liked you, again, even just half of what you think he likes, or how he feels about you, wouldn't you think that a guy who's being burdened by this and stressed by it, the stress and pressure on his shoulders, don't you think he would want to recharge, escape, kind of rebuild and escape this and go to the person that he cares about, someone who will actually sit there and listen to his story, sit there and not judge him and understand him because she likes him and things like that? I know I would. I know, everyone has problems, and I know if I had a problem with family, yeah, I could go to friends, but I can't talk to family because that's what I've been doing. I've been with my family. I've been talking to them. We got everything out of the way. We all went through it. But now I just want to get away from it and move on with my life and start it back together. Even if you're not ready to do that, I would think the guy would still want to escape for a little bit to talk to other people, right? Especially the girl that he's talking to. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know about this one. I'm not saying family issues don't happen, but again, just as a dating coach, maybe I'm just negative. I always hear this one, and I always hear this one when a guy's pulling away. I don't hear it any other time. I only hear it when a guy is pulling away. That's only when I hear it. And the problem with this one, with work, is it's really good for the guy who's just kind of casually dating and going with convenience. Meaning, oh hey, hon, I can't work. I can't see you today or this week. I'm real busy, right? And then when he wants to see you, next week comes around. Hey, you want to hang out? Oh, you're not busy, so you're not busy now, right? It's really good for the guy working with convenience, okay? And of course, finally, I feel like I'm yelling at you. Being emotionally unavailable. Guys say it all the time. I think it's a bullshit excuse because there's times where I've been emotionally unavailable, and what we say is we do not say, I'm an emotionally unavailable guy. We don't say that. Right? You might tell her a story, whether you're emotionally unavailable because of this, or you're emotionally unavailable because of that. We'll tell you that. We wouldn't just say, hey, we're emotionally unavailable, right? We would kind of go into detail on why. But at the same time, it's like, if you're emotionally unavailable, dude, then why did you get into it in the first place? I'll tell you why. Because guys are logical, girls are moral. Guys follow logic. If I meet you online, I tell you I want to have sex, unless you want to have sex too in the beginning, you're probably not going to follow through. Because you're like, no, I'm not looking for a one-night stand, friends with benefits, I'm not looking for a hookup. And I know that's true because what women say on all their profiles. I'm not looking for a hookup, I'm not looking for a one-night stand. If you're looking for a friends with benefits, move along. I ain't about the DTF. Women say that all the time on their profile. So I know for a majority of you, you're not looking for that, okay? Now it's nice, but you're not looking for it. So when if a guy were to come up and say, yeah, I just want to have sex, logically, he's not going to have a chance. So what's he do? Tells you what you want to hear. Now he's in. And women are more moral about it because they're thinking, how dare you lie to my face? But he's saying, well, if I don't, then I ain't going to get in, right? So the emotional unavailable thing, I'm not saying that's not true. That's probably a reason for all this up here. Now I'm just making it ugly. This is the emotionally unavailable aspect of it. But at the same time, it's like, if that's the case, dude, then why you bullshit me for the last month, last 2 months, last 3 months? I have a video on stringing a guy along, stringing a girl along, which I will link to. Hopefully I link to it. If I don't, remind me in the comments at the end of this video so you kind of understand what's going on. But for the most part, bullshit, kind of bullshit. kind of bullshit. I don't think that one's really bullshit, because if the guy tells you, even if the guy tells you I'm newly single, you need to take that as a red flag. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put that in red. You need to take that as a red flag. Red flag. I don't know what that is. It's a hatchet. It's a flag. Whatever. Tomahawk. But that's a red flag for sure. That one's questionable. I think that's bullshit. Bullshit, because you could fix it. And this one, of course, is all the above, right? Okay. So with that being said, ladies, there you go. Take care. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the damn button that looks like this. Not the tomahawk, but red, and looks like that, okay? That being said, I love you. Take care, and peace.